I got the bloodlust. Me too. I want to kill. Let's kill.
Hello, listeners, and welcome to The Bloodlust. This is your go-to podcast for classy broads talking horror. This is episode 222 of the program. Tonight we're going to be reviewing the Spanish film Piggy, directed by a lady as part of our Women in Horror Month, the month of March. My name's Amy. I'm your fearless leader, joined as always by Jamie, my co-host. Hi, friend.
Howdy.
Still riding that wave of seeing John Wick today.
I immediately wanted to get tickets to go see it again.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't.
The night is still young. The day is still young, rather.
Yeah, well, after brunch tomorrow, you should probably just go see it right again.
Because it's so good.
It's nice seeing you so happy and alive.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of happy things going on right now, so feel good about it.
That's good.
John Wick being one of them.
John Wick being one of them. My foster dog just went to a trial run at a new home with very lovely people who have a Great Dane sister for him.
Oh, gosh. They'd be crazy not to keep him, because he sounds like the biggest, lovable little sweetheart.
He's wonderful. Not so great if you want to, use your hands for things other than petting him, but...
Come on.
You know, they're very needy when you first get them, so...
Sure.
A lot of times they calm down about that stuff after a while.
Yeah.
And this is definitely the shortest amount of time I've had a foster ever.
Yeah, I agree.
He got a lot of notoriety on the socials, so I think that helped.
What a precious boy.
Precious Arthur Fonzarelli.
And plus with that name.
I know. Well, that punny names help.
Hey.
Hey, Mrs.
That's
C.
him, right? Yeah, okay.
That's Arthur, yeah. That's the Fonz.
Yeah, thought so.
So tonight we are talking about the movie Piggy, a pretty realistic movie. Not so fanciful as movies go.
No. Pretty brutally realistic.
Pretty brutally realistic. Our roundtable question is about horror movie inconsistencies. Things that are not so realistic in a movie that takes you out of it. So any horror movie inconsistencies that particularly annoy you? What have you to say, Jamie?
Well, we chatted about it a little bit beforehand, but we're both not fans of folks who look cleanly shaven or just clean in general in sort of dystopian or apocalyptic movies or survival type movies. Like, you shouldn't have clean fingernails. You shouldn't have short fingernails.
You shouldn't
have
facial
legs.
hair.
Right. Like, all of the things.
You should
Those
not
should
have
all be happening.
Hairless armpits. And that was the example that was brought up. This is another excellent Becky question from our list of roundtable questions.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Becky. And that was one that she brought up when women in captivity or wherever, where they wouldn't have access to a razor, have smooth and hairless armpits.
A perfect question for Women in Horror Month, but
yes,
it is absolutely noticeable. And I would wager to guess that largely by women. Like, women would notice that, and that would be that's not okay. I feel like men would maybe likely have a fantasy of, that's always the case.
Probably, yeah. They don't think about the fact that
magically bare.
Yeah. You know, another one that bothers me is when a character is in a bloodbath kind of situation, and then the next scene you see them in, they've just got a light spraying of blood on them.
Yes.
That bothers me quite a bit. And I also feel like the stickiness of blood is underemphasized in movies. Blood is
always
one of the stickiest substances I can think of outside of your actual adhesives. And it's never painted to be as disgusting and sticky and tacky as it is in real life. So that one is an inconsistency that bothers me. Another thing that bothers me a lot in any kind of movie is that people rarely close doors behind them. And it just takes a second to show that door. You don't even have to show the full thing, just the suggestion of that door shutting. Everybody walks out of their car. They leave their car door open. They leave their front door open when they walk into their house. They leave doors open when they're trying to hide from people. Shut the doors behind you. And
just shut the damn door.
While I'm being an old lady about this, turn the lights off after you leave a room. I'm just saying.
Obviously. Oh my God. Come on.
You're not using that light anymore. You don't need to have it on.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'll say what I'm thinking of is not necessarily an inconsistency, but it has always bothered me when folks are in like colder areas in movies and they're wearing like a parka or a jacket and it's not zipped up.
Oh, you've talked about this before. Yeah.
I don't know why that's such a pet peeve of mine, but like because we live in a cold state, a state that is cold for at least like 5 to 6 months of the year.
I would say that's being generous, yes.
And when I go outside in those temps, like my parka's not open. That's not doing you any good. You close that. So to see it in movies, I don't like it. I understand that maybe aesthetically you don't want to see just like a bulky character, but that's more realistic. And so, yeah, that's what I want to see.
I'm thinking of something like Fargo where everybody is incredibly bundled the whole time. That's nice.
Yes.
That's what you see. That's what you would imagine in a place like North 100%. Dakota.
It drives me crazy when I see when it's a movie and you can tell someone's just got on like a real nice, like a North Face or, you know, like an REI special jacket.
Yeah.
Parka, a real expensive one, and they're not even using it. They're just wearing it as like a cardigan.
To like, indicate to the viewer that it's cold.
Yeah. You know what will indicate that it's cold even more? When you zip that fucker up. Because then I know that it's cold.
Speaking of someone who zips my coat up all the way and wears a hat and scarf and gloves until it gets to be about 55, this resonates with me, yes.
Yeah, and I don't. I can handle a lot of cold in a lighter jacket, but it's almost always zipped up, whatever it is. I'm just saying, I don't like it.
We're just saying.
Not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it ain't right.
WJS. We're just saying.
Yeah.
So what are some inconsistencies in movies that bother you, listeners? Let us know. We love bitching about little unimportant things, don't we?
Of course.
Yeah, it's what we live for. Half the podcasts in the world wouldn't exist.
So few things to enjoy in life.
That's right. Let us have this.
Don't take that.
Damn it. Damn it.
Damn it.
I'd also like to say at the beginning, relative beginning of the podcast, as opposed to at the end, where I usually say it, we haven't gotten any new reviews since the last time that I talked about this. And I don't know what to do for you people.
We just need some. Just get like your family members to do.
Here's my suggestion and my plea to you is just tell one of your friends about the podcast.
There you go.
You know, just tell somebody who works with you who asks you about what scary movies you've seen lately or something like that. Maybe they would benefit from hearing a couple of classy broads talk about horror movies.
Yeah. Maybe they would stop bugging you with questions as to which movies they should watch.
Yeah.
And they might just listen to the show instead. And then you guys can talk about the show.
And then you can say, did you watch that movie? That movie was crazy.
Yeah.
Etc. It's just a suggestion / I implore you to do that. So thank you in advance.
For the flurry of reviews that we're about to get.
Correct.
Now that we've said it at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I'm manifesting them.
Oh, they're coming in right now. My God.
Oh, they're rolling in.
Yep.
So why don't we move on to the main part of our show, in which we review the movie. In this case, Piggy. Piggy, as an aside, is a word that I could not say for a few years of my adolescence because I got an expander as part of my braces regime.
Oh.
And it's a weird thing that is glued to the top of your mouth around like 4 of your top teeth on, you know, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. And you have like a little metal key that you put in there and you turn it and it
I knew someone with
expands your upper palate. And
so how did you say Piggy?
I couldn't say the GG together sound. So it was just very like Piggy.
All right.
And
well, I'm glad that's no longer the case.
It took me a while to correct it when I had the expander, and then once I got the expander out, I had to learn how to say it again. So, the struggles that I've gone through in life. I'm an inspiration to all of you.
You are, every day.
Anyway, Piggy. I can say it now. Still not that great, though. Piggy. It's hard to say. Don't you find it kind of difficult?
Piggy?
Yeah.
Piggy.
No.
But I didn't go through your struggles.
Well, nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
No, I know.
Nobody knows but Jesus.
Oh, that's who does? All right.
Only he knows. Only Ratma knows.
He gets us.
That's right. So, Jamie, tell us about Piggy.
Okay. Piggy was written and directed by Carlota Pereda. It stars Laura Galan, Richard Holmes, and Carmen Machi. It's not rated. Its runtime is 1 hour and 39 minutes. It premiered at Sundance on January 25th, 2022. Released October 7th, 2022 to streaming. Rotten Tomatoes, it's at 92% for critics, 57% for audience, and currently, as of this date, it is available for streaming on Hulu and AMC+.
Oh, thank you, Jamie.
Yes, you're welcome.
So this film is about, I thought of it as Call Me By Your Name for Ugly People.
Okay.
It's
I've never seen Call Me By Your Name, so.
Well, it's about this girl. Her name is Sarah, which is just Sarah in Spanish, you know.
Sure.
She's an overweight teenager. She works in her parents' butcher shop in this small town in Spain. And it seems like it's kind of a vacation-y destination. They're having some kind of festival. And it might be around the time of the running of the bulls because they're doing a bull running thing around that time.
That's what it seemed like.
Yeah. And she is bullied by the popular girls in her town, one of whom she was kind of friends with when they were younger. But she ends up finding sympathy from an unexpected source, a newcomer to the town, which leads her to find
a sexy newcomer.
Which,
just like Hallmark movies promise.
Yeah, it's a meet cute. It's an unexpected guy. And she finds herself at the center of a mystery in her small town when some of her bullies disappear. So that's what it's about. This was based on a short, also called Cerdita, which means piggy, by the same director, which I don't believe covered as much. I think it was just the initial setup for the movie was the short. But what did you think of this film, Jamie?
Well, I would say overall, I thought this was a very good movie. I thought the acting was well done. I think the directing was really well done. And I think the story was interesting. It's hard to put my finger on what I didn't love about it. I don't think I enjoyed the actress playing Sarah too much. There were certain scenes, especially crying scenes, where I was like, this doesn't feel like you're actually upset here. But I will say the bullying scenes and the scenes from like the popular girls teasing her and stuff, like that shit was brutal.
Yeah, especially the thing in the pool and stuff.
Yes. That was so intense, like on a visceral level. Like I felt that.
And even the stuff when they posted on Instagram and they were making fun of her, or TikTok or whatever.
I mean, I knew that was going to happen as soon as I saw the girl like sneaking a picture or whatever. And it's like, I've thankfully never been bullied to anything near that extent. But like that shit hit. So however that was, the way that was acted, the way that was shot, the way that was directed was incredibly well done because it felt horrible. It felt horrible. And I immediately was like, I hope those girls die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I will not be upset, particularly if that main one is the first one to go, because she was the worst, objectively. The other two, there's always followers.
Sure.
But, man, that was rough. I very much believed the family dynamic of Sarah's family.
Yeah, I liked the family dynamic. I liked that they weren't afraid to make all of them unlikable, but they all worked as a family. And I think that that's part of, too, the difficulty with relating to the main character is that she's not entirely very likable.
Right.
They don't she doesn't go to any trouble to try and make her that likable. She's relatable.
That's a good point, because I think that's maybe what threw me off in watching this, is that you always kind of expect there to be someone that you like, and you're like rooting for, and you naturally in this movie you're kind of expecting it to be her as the main character, but it's just a weird vibe that you get where it's she's not entirely likable.
No.
But I liked the realism of the family and how things seemed like grungy and like not attractive, not pretty in any way. Like everything had like a tinge of like filth to it in a
the town was pretty.
But like right. But I mean like within her home, like you see. Really very much got a sense of like, I don't know, it was like more of an average family. They weren't trying to pretty up anything unnecessarily.
No, it was very realistic, I think, in that respect.
And I liked how even though her mom had definite moments where you're like, oh, you suck. Like you're mean too. But there were moments where she absolutely like stood up for her daughter. And
she did.
I loved when that happened. I was like, yeah, fucking get her. I liked that. I thought the acting and the dynamic between the actors for like especially those familial scenes were really well done and helped build a lot of like backstory that didn't have to be necessarily told to you.
Yeah, and I thought that the same goes for the scenes with the different people in the town. I thought that they were very fully realized and interesting, and it helped to kind of build a world. The police officer and his interactions with his dad, who was like the cop in charge, and then the daughter of one of the girls who goes missing. I mean, not the daughter, the mom, and her, how she goes around all the kids and then goes to the mom, and the mom gets in her face and stuff.
Yeah,
I liked all of that, and I thought that the moments of humor and in the crowd scenes and stuff and how nosy everybody was, I thought that rang true and gave it a nice touch.
Yeah, I loved the older ladies who like met out in the street in their chairs at sundown. So
Buenas noches.
Just, like, sit.
Buenas noches.
I was like, I would love to join that little party.
I know, I felt the same way.
So fun.
I want to just go and sit on my veranda or whatever.
Seriously, out in the lanai.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not necessarily the story didn't work for me. I think it's one I'd have to watch a second time because there's like a point. I think it was just weird to me, the dynamic between the handsome stranger and Sarah, which like I understand. I kind of got what they were going for with that. Like it was just someone who happened to empathize with her, and they had this sort of unspoken agreement, and he then developed some weird sort of like fetish for her.
Yes.
I guess. And I understood that, but I think that came off as so weird at my first viewing. Like I didn't understand why that would be. And we aren't really told.
Is it because why? You mean because she's fat, Jamie? You can't think of why someone might be attracted to her?
But I mean, like, no. He seemed to me like someone who was like in town to kill young women.
Yes.
So I didn't understand why just her not saying something, then he develops this like love for her. It seemed odd. It was a weird turn, and I don't think I was expecting that. But that was all. I understood her obsession with it.
Well, he was fulfilling her greatest wishes, right?
Yes. Plus, so I got that. That made more sense than the fact that like he then sneaks into the house later and is like grabbing her panties. Because they didn't portray him as like a pervy guy necessarily, just more of a murderer. Well,
we don't know what he does to the girls after he takes them to his area in the weird old slaughterhouse or whatever.
I mean, true, we don't. I just don't know that there was, on my first viewing, that there was enough like about that. It just came off as weird, is all I'm saying.
What do you think about the disparity in the Rotten Tomatoes scores?
I mean, I don't think anything about it because you know how I feel about Rotten Tomatoes.
You hate them.
I hate them. I think they're stupid. But it doesn't surprise me because I do think this is a very well-made and well-directed and well-acted movie.
I think that the movie, I struggled with it because it didn't go the way I thought it was going to go. The character didn't make choices.
Wanted it to go a certain way.
the character made the realistic choices in the movie and didn't do what a movie like this would have her do. I was thinking this was going to be something like Let the Right One In.
Okay.
And it didn't follow that formula.
No.
And that made me kind of disappointed when I first watched it. But the more I've thought about it afterwards, and the more I've thought about how those movies usually go, and how it just sucks all the realism out of them, because real people, I feel like we're spoiling things here.
Yeah, we gotta wait till we can just say spoiler.
I mean, I think that the character behaves in the way a real person would behave. And because of that, It doesn't have that revenge, wish fulfillment kind of vibe that a lot of movies that I love have. Like Carrie, like Let the Right One In, like Prevenge, or Sightseers, or movies of that kind, or something like even Badlands, where these two lonely people get together and they, whatever. That's what I, from the beginning of the movie, expected. And I can't get mad at the movie for not delivering what I expected, but I imagine that is the reason behind the Rotten Tomatoes score.
I mean, that makes perfect sense. Because I was mad at the movie a little bit for not
doing what you wanted it to do.
Doing what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, I was too.
We all love a satisfying ending. But you're right. The more you think about it and the more you step back from it and look at it as a whole, like, if I'm appreciating the realism of the portrayal of the family and that family dynamic, I should also be appreciating
the realism of the plot.
Of the choices
and
that,
the choices
that
the characters made. Because while it doesn't make her a likable character, it makes her a good person and a real person.
Yes. Yes. Okay, fine.
Do you recommend this movie?
I do recommend this movie. This is, I mean, I saw there was like an English dubbed one too.
Yeah, that was interesting. On Hulu, you have the option of either subtitled or dubbed.
I mean, I always recommend subtitled just because to me they're better. But I think this would be a hard movie to recommend to like the mass audiences. But I think fans of horror and fans of like revenge type movies and those sort of like, I don't know, gut punch movies. Because I'm telling you, the bullying stuff at the beginning was almost more horrific than anything else in this movie.
I think it was.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So like...
her having to walk home in just her bathing suit and the horror she felt as that car was chasing her.
Her holding her boobs as she was running.
Yeah.
Like, as a woman, like, you totally get that. That is painful. And the fact that you've just been humiliated and now you're running home, but you're out in public and you're out in the hot sun. Like, all of it was just, like I said, so visceral. Like, it was very intense. That more so than any sort of killing. So, but I'm also, I like the ones that are sort of a realistic, like, gut punch type feel.
I would put this in a category with more realistic gut punchy kind of movies. Yes.
Yeah. So folks who are into that type of stuff, those types of films, that genre, I think will really enjoy this because all in all, it's a pretty well made movie. Like it was well.
I think it's very well made. I think the music in it was also very good.
Oh, I was going to say I didn't even notice any of the music, but that is a lie because I Shazammed a song like within the first
I Shazammed a song too.
Was it the same one? Was it the one by the like pop group?
Probably. Yeah.
Yes. So good. Yeah, I would recommend this. I don't think it's going to be like a universal favorite by all horror fans.
No.
Although who knows? Because once stuff starts amping up later on, like that had a very Texas Chainsaw Massacre-y feel, or like, especially like being in the sort of the abattoir area.
Her hiding from him and stuff was pretty intense. It does have genuine thrills and scares in it.
Mm-hmm. And blood.
Yes. I mean, there's blood from the beginning with all the... was like, oh God, are we going to have to see a lot of butchered stuff? I don't want to see
I
that
forgot
much more.
The intro. I remember even thinking like, oh, Amy's going to love all of this.
Yeah.
The offal, the bone marrow.
Just like a boiled pig's head under the counter. Like, no. Blech. I think, I would recommend this to artsy movie people. People like my own self. People who watch foreign movies, crime movies, stuff like that. Fans of the movies that we've mentioned here. Mm-hmm. Fans of Call Me By Your Name. Fans of Let the Right One In. Fans of
Twilight.
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I would say like fans of Ben Wheatley's movies like Sightseers and even like Fat Girl, the Catherine Breillat movie.
I don't know that one.
It's very, it's pretty disturbing. It's got a lot of graphic sex in it. Sort of a similar thing, but it's sisters. It's not sisters, not the way that I made that sound.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yep, it was
Doesn't matter.
Those sentences were close together.
Sorry.
And that's where
Sorry.
my brain went.
I don't think necessarily mainstream horror fans would dig this, but like Jamie said, you never know. It's got some interesting slasher components that are subverted pretty mightily in this.
Some slower parts and some, I don't know, some like scenes of not intense action, but a lot of just like weird teenage girl stuff almost that would probably be a turnoff for folks who are just looking for like your stereotypical like
your Evil Dead or your whatever.
Movie. Yeah.
But I think people who are looking for something a little more unique might like this. Mm-hmm. But again, temper your expectations because it doesn't go in the way that you think it's going to go.
Yeah.
But I think if you go in expecting to be surprised, expecting to get something very realistic out of it, I think you'll be pleased.
Yeah, I agree.
I rate this one. I rated it 3.5 after my first viewing, but I think I'm going to up it to 4. I liked this quite a bit. And I thought that the lead performance was sometimes infuriating and sometimes really impressive, especially that scene when she's running.
Yeah. Jesus.
That was just really visceral and really impressive. And I think the scenes that were infuriating were kind of purposeful. Because like I mentioned before, I think that they take pains to make her not entirely likable and to make us not really know how she's going to react to a lot of situations until she's there, until we actually see her react, which makes things a little bit interesting, I think.
I liked like the times we saw her be very, I mean, it wasn't all throughout the movie, but like crafty. Like when she was trying to get her dad's phone, like trying to steal his phone. And her mom was like, what are you doing? She's like, just trying to scare her dad.
Yeah.
Like real quick. And when she was putting the clothes in the washer and like saw that the phone or heard that the phone was ringing. So she like slid it out to the living room. And then she was just standing there and her mom immediately was like, what were you eating?
Yeah.
Just like, oh, Jesus. And then she's like, yogurt.
Cookies. No, I enjoyed this quite a bit. And I want to talk about the ending. So let's get into the spoilers. Okay. Spoiler time. Now, of course, what you want to happen is you want her to be like, fuck yeah, run away with this guy and live happily ever after. Let him kill the bitches that were awful to her and run away and live happily ever after with this murderous psychopath. But that's not what happens because he's a murderous psychopath. So
with a heart of gold, maybe.
Maybe just for her.
Yeah. Well, that would have worked in her favor.
I suppose. But she is, instead of being a movie character, they make her do what a person would do, and she tries to help these girls get out, and she ends up murdering the guy which I really loved the scene when he goes to like steal some of her panties and the dad walks in and stuff. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed how they filmed those scenes.
Yeah.
How the action was going on while they were walking in downstairs and how the parents, their first thought, both of them, was of their daughter.
Yeah.
Which really showed, you know, it wouldn't have been as simple like, oh, look, she ran away into the sunset with this guy. Because, like, no, she had a family that loved her despite their flaws and the fact that they sometimes, you know, didn't treat her the right way.
Yep. I agree. And I liked when he was like about to head up the stairs to get her brother and she like grabs him to stop.
Yeah, because
it was like it showed like at least she's not horrible, you know. She may have stood there while her mom got hit, or knocked down. But like he's a little kid.
Yeah,
he's a little kid who didn't have any toilet paper.
Hopefully,
while he's going to the bathroom.
I mean, he did seem like a shithead, but he was just a little kid.
He was like, I don't know how old. I'm bad at guessing ages, but he was like a little shithead age.
Yeah, the age where you oink at your sister.
Exactly.
I wonder if the dad got killed. Do you think the dad got killed? I hope not.
I hope not. I think he got
stomped pretty good. Yeah. But so he takes her to the place where he's got the girls hidden. He hadn't killed them yet.
Well, not all of them.
I liked that shot when she's initially under the water at the beginning where they just show the beheaded lifeguard under the water and nobody reacts to it. That was great.
It's not even like focused on. It's just something that's in the river. They don't
put a stinger in the score or anything.
Nope. I love that.
That was pretty cool.
Because it made you as the viewer even be like, what's that in there?
Are we not going to mention no one's going to mention the bear, huh?
I haven't heard that come up. Like, is no one going to say anything about it?
Right. She ends up actually, and I don't love this, but she bites him to death. Bites his neck open. I wasn't sure about that. You got to have the
he had already been like
eat
stabbed.
him to death. Yeah, she stabbed him several times, but she ends up biting his neck open, which is gross. She could have maybe blasted him with the gun. That would have been fine.
Well, she was like on him at that point.
Yeah,
she didn't have
they made it very
access
visceral.
To the gun.
Yeah, they could have easily written it so she grabbed the gun that was just out of her reach and blasted
But that's what
him,
you wanted, Amy, and they weren't trying to tailor it to what you wanted.
That's right. That's right.
I did like, though, when she has the gun and you think she's going to shoot the one girl, and then I thought she did.
I thought she did, too.
But then I was like, oh, yeah, she went hunting with her dad a lot, so of course she just shot the rope.
She just shot the rope.
But, like, the crawling through the what do you call that? Like, the kill chute or whatever?
The kill chutes, yeah.
That was intense.
Yes, it was. And she was smeared with the appropriate amount of blood afterwards. And I enjoyed where it ended, too, with that kid picking her up. And they did have kind of a human moment between the two of them at one point, even though the kid was embarrassed that his friend saw him talking to her. And I thought that was cool.
That kid's an a-hole.
We hate him?
Yeah, I hate him.
Okay.
You had a lot of opportunity to not be shitty
an asshole. That's true.
Until you were inconvenienced by all your hot girlfriends going missing.
That's a good point.
And then you thought you were going to get accused of having something to do with it. So that's why you then decided to be nice to somebody. Like, get fucked.
Okay. That's a valid point.
That's my opinion on that douchebag.
That's what Jamie thinks about Pedro.
Yeah. Not Pedro Pascal.
Certainly not.
Let me be clear.
I started watching The Last of Us. I've watched the first 3 episodes. It's creepy and cool. I like it. And the special effects are neat. I just don't understand why the cordyceps fungus would cause people to get violent and not just climb to a higher point. Do they go into that later?
I don't know. I have not watched after the 3rd one.
Oh, that's as far as you got too?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I know. I don't know why. It was because then I went to Florida maybe, and I just got distracted with other things, and now it's on my to-do list.
That's fair. I also started watching White Lotus, and I love Jennifer Coolidge as much as I loved Jennifer Coolidge before.
I love Armand.
Probably more. Armand, yeah, he's wonderful.
He really is.
Besides Jennifer Coolidge, he's my favorite.
Yes. Well, you'll be happy to know Jennifer Coolidge is in the 2nd season also.
Yes. And my wife, Aubrey Plaza.
Yep. She's someone else's wife in that, too, so.
Well, she's my wife in my heart and in my mind.
That's what matters.
And in her heart and her mind. Shh.
Yeah.
So this movie, getting back to this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I enjoyed that it was shot in 4:3, the A24 aspect ratio. I liked her reasoning, the director's reasoning. First of all, because in that aspect ratio, it puts the body in the focus of the frame rather than the landscape. You know, the body takes up most of the frame. Okay. Which it makes sense for this movie. She also wanted to liken it to Instagram and make us think of that in terms of the bullying and stuff like that, and to make older people think of the summers of their youth because of the aspect ratio of old home movies, which I think are all
older people.
Yeah, me.
The summers of your youth.
The summers of my youth. So I liked the reasoning for it.
At least
and
it
I
was
thought that was interesting. And
not
I thought
just
this
like
had a
aesthetically,
really
it looks nice.
Right. Or it'll make you think of A24.
Yeah. This wasn't A24, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't. But it could have easily been. I thought it was good enough to be an A24 movie. So that's what we thought about Piggy. Did you say what you rated this?
No, I didn't. I'm like right with you, I think. Like originally I was thinking 3.5, but now more that we're talking about it more and I'm thinking about it more, I think it really was 4. I think it's like a very well made movie.
I think it's quite good.
I think my reasons for like having issues with it in the first watch were just similar to yours of like what I was expecting or wanting to happen didn't happen, but not in a bad way. It didn't ruin it, take anything away. It absolutely matched the realism from the rest of the movie that I just watched.
It just wasn't the wish fulfillment that I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
You read the blurb for it and you have the whole movie in mind already.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And it's the type of movie and the kind of description that I really like.
Yeah.
And I can't fault it for not doing what I thought it was going to do.
Even the realism of her, like when she's running home and she's in her bathing suit after she'd been bullied, and she first sees his van, and like you see him pull the one girl back, and then he's like kind of driving away and then gets out, and then she like pees herself. Like even that alone was not necessary. You don't need to add, but it added so much. It just showed like the initial like abject fear that someone feels, but that she also didn't say anything afterwards. So like she was afraid but also not afraid because she thought he was hunky and he was one of few people who was actually like kind to her and left a towel for her. Yeah, and noticed her. And granted, he could have said something at the pool when everyone was just really being shitty, but I think he was maybe making plans.
Maybe he was. Yeah.
So you understand it, you get why she kind of develops those. Plus, she's a teenager, so who didn't love a hunky murderer when they were a teen?
Right. I mean, sure, we did, but we're weird, Jamie.
I mean, I don't know that I necessarily thought he was hunky. He was just hunky in comparison to many of the other people in this movie.
He did Crazy Eyes very well.
He did Crazy Eyes well.
Ooh, he seemed legitimately unhinged.
He doesn't say much.
No, he says her name, and I think that's about it, except for the end.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know. Yeah. The more I think about it, it's a 4.
Excellent. Yeah, I thought this was good. I've been thinking about it quite a lot since I watched it, actually.
I was after I watched it, and I am now, which is good, because I didn't think I was going to be able to think about this movie real well after.
After John Wick.
Yeah, visions of John Wick in my head.
I understand. Maybe I'll watch the first John Wick tonight in honor of you.
Please do it. I will even look up what time stamps for you to skip so you don't see the upsetting dog part.
Oh, I heard it's a beagle, not a pit bull. Is that true?
Correct.
Oh, so I thought you told me it was a pit bull.
No, there's a pit bull in the second one.
Does it get killed?
No, not to my recollection.
Okay. Does it fight? Does it help?
I think a little
protect
bit.
Him?
There are dogs throughout all of them, and it's very much a dog lover movie. Yeah, there was a dog in this fourth one that was awesome.
So they wanted to make it up to us after?
Yes.
I see. Well, that's very kind.
So yes, it's a beagle puppy. It's very sad.
Christ.
But it's a very quick thing But
well, I've made it through worse, I'm sure. There's a scene in Triangle of Sadness where they beat a donkey to death, and that's my favorite movie of the year. So,
well, I will say it's for such a short, unfortunate scene. The rest of it more than makes up for it. Because to me, the first one is absolutely the best. They're all really great, but the first one is
Jamie,
something special.
Is it better than Fury Road?
It is to me.
Oh my God!
But it's different. That one is like a totally different type of action. This is like hand-to-hand, like a dance. It's just like such well choreographed fight scenes.
That is my favorite kind of fight scene.
Like think of like the Kill Bill scene with Lucy Liu, or like at her place. Like those sort of long, drawn out fight scenes. And Keanu Reeves is so fucking good at his craft. Like you can tell he practiced and like was in it to win it. It's so good. And there's a new character in this one called Kane, and he was amazing. And I just read about him. His character sucked, so he did a great job because you hate him right from the beginning. But he's
contractually obligated to be in every movie.
He looks good, and he wears some amazing outfits.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He plays a marquis.
A marquis.
Yeah, I know, unexpected.
Okay. He does have that royal kind of face.
Yeah. It's something. It's something. Also, Clancy Brown was in it.
Clancy Brown?
Yep.
Now you're talking my language.
And the guy from Deadwood. The older.
You talking about Ian McShane?
Yes, Ian McShane. I couldn't think of his name. He's in all of them.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know the actor's name, but he's in a lot of kung fu movies. He was in Westworld.
Color me intrigued.
There is a lot of it's just really great fight scenes. If you like fight scenes, if you like cars, if you like
I like fight scenes.
But like like fast car shooting scenes. Oh, it's just great. There's nothing to not like. It's so enjoyable.
All right. And this has been yet another episode about John Wick.
I'm sorry. But listen,
it's okay.
I recommend that one too.
Yeah, that's fair. So for our next movie, we are returning to the world of franchises. We are going to be doing Scream 6, the new movie by the Radio Silence fellas. And excited we are to do it.
Always happy to support those guys. Go see whatever movies they're involved in. Because so far, I haven't really been disappointed.
All hits, 10s across the board.
Yeah.
So get yourself out to the theater and see Scream 6. I like the ingenious way they've changed the logo to make it look like the Roman numeral 6. That was very clever.
Oh, that is clever. I haven't even looked.
They use the M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very clever.
So hopefully you'll join us back here in 2 weeks and we'll all discuss Scream 6. And we're running low on roundtable questions, so if any aspiring question writers want to send us some good roundtable questions, we would love to have those. Thank you.
I'll take any kind of questions.
Yeah, ask us about our cats. It could
ask me about John Wick.
Ask Jamie about John Wick. Or how Bill Paxton loves tornadoes.
It's a lot.
He loves them a lot.
That's how much he loves tornadoes.
You're supposed to find that video.
Oh, yeah.
By the way. We'll put it on this next
Yeah, we'll put it on the next one.
Find
it post-haste after this.
Well, listeners, we'd like to thank you for listening. Jamie, thank you for joining me.
You're
Enjoy
welcome,
the rest
of
your Saturday. I'll let you know what I think of John Wick.
Please do, because now I think I'm also going to watch it.
Atta girl. Well, I'll tell you at brunch tomorrow.
Great. I can't wait. I also can't wait for brunch. Mm.
I know. I'm already excited for chicken and waffles.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay. And a mimosa.
Oh, a mimosa.
Just a mimosa. Yeah. Hope you all have a lovely week. Thank you for listening. And until next time, I've been Amy.
And I'm Jamie.
And hail Ratma.
Yay.
And hail Caesar. Praise his name.
Praise his name. Sneezer.